What's going on YouTube? Majestic Lewis with you, and on today's video we're bringing the Angry Bull. This is the team build. If you guys want to check it out, the creator of the team, I'm gonna leave it in the description as well. There's a surprise at the end of the video, so guys stay tuned to hear more about it. But let's jump in our first match of the day. Looking at it, we have Pelipper and Ferrograph. Usually when I see them two, I'm like, well, I don't know what Buddies is trying to cook here. I don't know if they're going for Trick Room, Tauro, but let's jump in and check it out. It looks like they want to go for some type of Trick Room. The strategy behind this team is to get a critical hit into the bull, so that way we can get the angry point on activate, giving us +6 on our attack, so that way we can get really beefy and we can try to knock Ferrograph in one shot, preventing the Trick Room. And I'm hoping that Conkeldurr goes for protect, but it looks like they didn't, as I went for Flower Trick into the Tauro. We got the critical hit, finger point activate, one shot to Ferrograph. I'm assuming they were not expecting that. We knocked it as we get a CC to our face, and I'm like, can you survive it? No, we did not. We couldn't. Fortunately, Mascarada went down, but it did what it was supposed to. We are one beefy bull there, so I'm like, now I can go for Whimsicott, try to go for Tailwind, be as fast as I can. But I'm like, Conkeldurr is actually slow, looking back into this match. And when I saw Pelipper, I was like, yes, they're gonna set up the rain, but I was afraid that they were gonna go for Tailwind themselves and outspeed my Taurus, not thinking that Taurus is actually max speed, and I couldn't outspeed Conkeldurr even if they went for Tailwind. So that in here, I feel like myself, it was kind of like a wasted turn on the bull. I'm like, yep, should have went for an attack, but I went for protect, as I'm going for Tailwind with Whimsicott. I thought that Pelipper was actually gonna go for Tailwind themselves, so I didn't want to show Rock Slide just yet, but they went for Hurricane. They knocked me almost dead. Luckily we had the berry, we survived it, and they went for an Earthquake. We leave it as well. So yes, now we live that. And I'm like, well, I can go for Rock Slide now, hoping that I can knock Pelipper and get it out of the field. Now I'm like, I can go for Rock Slide, Moonblast into Conkeldurr. I'm hoping that I can lower some of the health down in case it resists the Rock Slide. We showed them the moon. I was like, yep, take a close look at it here. And now that we went for Rock Slide, I was like, yep, luckily we didn't miss. We hit him. I was like, yes, got them. Now I was hoping that Pelipper would get a flinch, since flinch is the most common lately on the rank ladder. And of course we see the focus sash popping out from the Pelipper as they show us Weather Ball, and our Taurus went down. I was like, no, why, but it is what it is. Luckily I still had a Ninetale in the bag. I was like, yes, we win the Weather War. Now we can switch it to rain. I mean, they have rain, we're switching it to snow, as they show us a Chaladon. I was like, well, we have rain, but they don't have no reason to go for their boost attack, Electro Shot. And I'm like, well, I can go for Moonblast into a Chaladon, and Dazzling Gleam hoping that, you know, we can knock Pelipper and do some damage into the Chaladon. I'm like, we are faster than them. And I'm like, well, they protect. I was like, let me see what they're gonna do. Moonblast. I was like, yeah, take a look yourself. There's a moon coming your way. As we lowered their special attack. So yes. But we got their stamina going up. Dazzling Gleam. They do nothing to Pelipper, just they protect. That's some good damage on their Chaladon. That's for sure. They went Steel Beam. I've never seen this move before. I'm like, okay, we got one shot. I was not expecting that, but when I saw their health going down as well, I was like, yes, we still got this guy. We still got it. And I'm like, well, it's just 1v1. Me versus this toilet looking bird. I'm like, I still got Tailwind. I'm fast. And I'm like, I can go Moonblast, show you the moon as well. You can see it as close as you can with the snow going. I'm assuming they're scouting, thinking what is their best outcome. I'm like, at this point, I don't think anything can save you. But if you guys were wondering, my favorite color is purple. Let me know what's yours in the comment section. But back to the game. They're still thinking of what they want to do. I'm like, okay, they went for protect. I guess they're trying to stall my Tailwind. I'm like, that's fine. My Tailwind inspired, but I was like, you protect. You can encore that. And you're gonna be stuck doing that for the next 3 turns, buddy. And I'm assuming they're trying to go for the triple protect. And I was like, yeah, if you get that, go play lottery, because you are one lucky man. But nope, didn't get the protect as I'm doing the encore. And I'm like, for sure, now they're actually gonna get it. So I'm like, well, I can just waste a turn going for Tailwind, not that I need it. They get the protect. I got my Tailwind. And I'm like, now I can go for Moonblast. And I'm like, I'm assuming they're trying to get another protect. And I'm like, you're gonna need at least 3 more to kind of win this game. But then if you get that lucky, you can encore that again. So I'm like, well, I went high up. They went down and we got the dub. I was like, yes. Let's go with our next match of the day. Now, looking at this one, when I saw Excadrill, I was like, I don't see no T-Tart, so I don't know what they're cooking in this team. So I was like, well, I can start with the Bull and kind of go for, you know, Tailwind. But when I saw a Sneasler, I was like, I can go for the Frostlass. And they're not gonna expect a Psychic going their way. So I was like, well, I can switch it up. I can go Frostlass, Tauro, Masquerada in the back. And I thought about bringing Ninetale, but I was like, well, I can just leave it this time. Have sunny day if I needed to switch the weather. And I see Snizzler with Mamoswine. And I'm like, they're gonna go for Fake Out on the Tauros. And I'm like, I can go for the Psychic, Protect, scout what they want to do. I was hoping that Mamoswine would go for Protect as well. So I was like, well, I can Protect, avoid the Fake Out as they went for Fake Out. And I'm like, you went for Heavy Slaying. Okay, but we live it. We got a Focus Sash. We showed them that. I was like, yep, you see this, buddy? We can survive on 1. And if you don't have one yourself, you're gonna have a bad day. And they don't have no focus sash. They went down. Now I'm like, whoa, they're one down. Let's see if we can keep it rolling. Now they bring this Pelito, changing the weather. So for sure they're gonna go for weather ball onto my Tauros. I was like, yeah, I can't let that happen. Seeing what happened in the previous match with the toilet looking bird, knocking us with just one shot. And I was like, yep, we gotta keep our angry bull in the back. And I'm like, I can go for Icy Wind, lower their speed, even though Mamoswine is slow. But I'm like, I need them to be slower enough that I can outspeed them. Even though looking at them, I was like, yeah, they're slow. But I saw that they have a Dragonite, not expecting them switching it now as they did. And I was like, oh, that is perfect time. As I click Icy Wind. And I brought Whimsicott. I was like, yep, look at me. Going for Icy Wind. We're doing some good damage. We lowered their speed and they went for another Icy Wind themselves. I don't know why, but they did. I only have 1 health anyway. So we went down with Frostlass. They dropped my speed on Whimsicott. They're munching it over there with a apple. I was like, that's fine, buddy. I'm not too worried right now as I'm bringing Esperada. I'm like, well, I can go triple axle on Dragonite, but they have Mamoswine in the back. And I'm like, for sure, they're expecting that. So they're going to switch it. So I'm like, I can go for a Flower Trick on Pelito and Tailwind. But then I'm like, I can do some damage on the Dragonite. I was like, maybe they go for Tailwind themselves to be faster. But no, they actually switched. They were like, I don't want nothing to do with this. Let me show you Mamoswine. And they went for Protect. I was like, I don't know what they're doing, but they Protect. We turn into grass. Nothing happened. We went and showed them the moon as well to Mamoswine. I was like, take a look. And I was like, Pelito Protect. I'm assuming they're gonna switch unless they want to get Encore and be stuck doing Protect over and over. And I'm like, let me predict that and go for Moonblast, that slot, kind of like Spec Dragonite coming in that slot, as I'm gonna knock Mamoswine on the other side with Flower Trick. If you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you. And to the surprise that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I want to give a shiny Pokemon to the first person who can comment my favorite color. Hint is somewhere in the video. And subscribe for more, guys. Bye.